G'day Van Fam, and welcome back to another episode. We're in Perth.
Yay! We're in a city with so many cars.
We're at an Airbnb. We're at this Airbnb because...
Very important reason. The main reason we were coming to Perth is your dad has flown to Perth and he's taken the kids to Thailand for 10 days.
Bye, we'll miss you. Have fun in Thailand. Bye! Gonna miss you so much! Bye! Woohoo! That happened yesterday, and I've got to say, the kids have been gone for a day, and it feels kind of weird.
It's very quiet and weird. We've never been in the van by ourselves with no kids.
Little sad already, but Mel and I have made really big plans to keep ourselves busy for these 10 days while the kids are away.
Yes.
But first thing we have to do
is leave this beautiful house because unfortunately we can't afford $400 a night. We've definitely been taking advantage of the washing machine, couches to relax on, a TV, big kitchen to use, an oven.
My little computer screen looks really small after the big TV now. But yeah, we do have to move on. We've booked into a caravan park in Freo. I am not looking forward to driving through the city with the caravan on to get to this caravan park, but it's got to get done. So we'll get hitched up and we'll get on the road.
See you there. Well guys, we're in Perth. Kind of mixed reviews about the city, to be honest. It's been great having services and being able to get a bunch of stuff fixed and being able to go to specialised store that carry those items, so that's been great.
It's been bad driving in Perth traffic with traffic lights and roadworks and very confusing roads. It's been a long time since we've seen anything like this.
Yeah, the roads have been slightly confusing because Google Maps will be like, go this way and you actually have to go somewhere else. So it's been confusing. I went and got a haircut at a hairdresser here in Perth and they completely screwed up my hair. They probably chopped half of it off when I just wanted a trim, and now it's a short mess, and now Brett just has to listen to all my complaining about my annoying hair.
Yeah.
He doesn't get it. I mean, it's just short and it's crappy and I'm not happy with it, so I'll just be living with this until it grows out.
So now you guys get to listen to it. Welcome to my life.
Now you get to share the love. So obviously there's no free camping in Perth, so we're heading to a caravan park in Fremantle. The reason we chose Fremantle was because we were recommended to go to do the boat tour under the jail, and you can't do that with kids, so that's going to be our first adult activity on the road.
We've actually planned non-stop activities while the kids are gone because it's going to be weird without them here. So to keep ourselves entertained, we're staying busy. And the other thing we've planned as well the day after is to go to Rottnest Island.
Yes, hopefully we'll get that elusive Quokka SELFIE, so I'm excited to do that. And riding around the whole island will just be interesting with just the two of us. So I'm kind of excited, and it's going to be weird because we won't have two little people trailing us around,
so with any luck I managed to navigate my way through Perth traffic and the Perth city to Freo, and we'll see you at our camp. We're all set up here. We made it through the Perth traffic and into the Fremantle caravan park. It's just a caravan park. It's all right as far as caravan parks go, but we're stacked on top of each other, which is basically how they all go. But it is nice and central, so we'll be able to go out and explore Perth from here, so it doesn't bother us too much. I'll take you and I'll show you a little bit of fun that happened when I was setting up camp. That is our step. I went straight through that, but we are in Perth, which is quite handy, so it shouldn't be too hard to go and replace that. Luckily it was me and not Mel, because no doubt things would have gone a lot worse had she fallen through it. I would have made fun of her as well. But yeah, today's actually a Wednesday, so Mel's inside working. I've just been doing all of the setup, a bit of administration, getting some shopping done and that kind of thing. But we will pick up the camera tomorrow on our day off and start exploring Perth, and we'll take you with us, so we'll see you tomorrow.
Well, we wanted to start exploring today, but first we need a new step.
Alright Mel, so bets on how far away the nearest caravan shop is. My prediction, we are in a city. I reckon we won't have to go more than 20 kilometres. What do you think?
Well, I reckon in 15 k's.
Have a look.
Ready? Let's Google caravan shop, four-wheel drive supercentre. No,
probably not.
The caravan shed, 4.4 kilometres.
We were both proper wrong. 4Ks.
Wow, that's
the
so
beauty of being
close.
in a city.
Right, that's done. Now for breakfast. How about I take you out, darling?
Well, we've just paid for parking for the first time in a very, very long time. I feel like a fish out of water, but we're going to go and try and find somewhere to eat. Oh look, Mel, there's a Ferris wheel.
I haven't seen one of those for a while either.
We'll just see if we can go find a cafe and charge up. We don't really have any plans up until about 1:30 when we're going to go to the jail tour, so go and see what we find.
Yeah. I figured I'd look at a map and that may help to know where we're trying to go.
What do you want to do?
Well, I think Cappuccino Strip looks like it has food, so why don't we try and head there?
Oh, thank you, honey.
Look, I didn't even spill it.
Cappuccino on the Cappuccino Strip, where you can sit here and people watch. What have you treated yourself to, my dear?
A hot chocolate with marshmallows. It gave me two, one of each colour.
Oh, living like kings, eh? We should have no children more often.
I know, look at this. It was so much cheaper without them.
We have excess budget because we're used to feeding 4 people, so we're just going to kind of maintain the same budget whilst they're away and really enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, this is such a treat. I can't remember the last time we went out for breakfast.
Alright, well that was pretty awesome.
That was pretty amazing.
I don't think we're going to need lunch.
We didn't even get interrupted once. We got to eat it while it was warm. It was amazing.
So now we've got a couple hours until our tour of the jail, so we're just going to wander the streets of Freo and see where it takes us.
Yeah, should be fun.
It's a very old place, isn't it?
Like, yeah, look, 1922.
Dude, that's probably the number of the building.
It's not the number.
Okay, no,
That's
I see.
when
It's
it was
got
built.
14. Wow. Yeah.
It's a very old city.
It's very old, isn't it?
Beautiful buildings. We're at Roundhouse. We're going to go inside and see what we can learn. We do know one thing about it though, that the cannon goes off at 1 o'clock every day. Fortunately, we're not going to be able to see that today. Next time.
Alright, entry to Roundhouse. Entry by gold coin donation. Do you feel good?
Yep.
Oh, get in the gallows, Mel.
Get in the gallows.
Lock her away.
I think you're enjoying this far too much, darling.
It always amazes me how quickly somebody else volunteers somebody else.
It's not so much that I volunteered for the prospect.
In you go, darling. Now lock her in.
If you take,
How does that feel?
It's not comfortable.
So how long do we lock her in here for?
6 hours.
6
So
hours.
you can go out and have a nice lunch.
Alright. See you, Mum. Bye. So what have we learned? This is the oldest public building in
Western Australia.
Western Australia. The first public building built in Western Australia. And it's a jail. We're very forward thinking, aren't we?
I know.
And Mel discovered the pillory and the punishment for the prisoners, so they would lock them in there. What does that look like? Uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable because this is like an addition. So normally you'd have to stand in there for like 6 hours would be your punishment, and people
then
would
they
throw
would
things at you.
parade them out the front and throw fish guts all over
Yeah,
them.
because you couldn't buy fruit or vegetables
And
because
then
that was too expensive.
And then can you imagine you got fish guts all over you, your hands are tied up. The
You
flies
can't reach
over
your fly.
flies over here are pretty bad. That would be a pretty horrible
It's a pretty
punishment.
horrible punishment.
Well, what else did they explain? They phased this sort of punishment out everywhere else in the world in like the 1700s, and we didn't bring it in here in Australia until 1830.
We're a bit behind
We're
the
a
times.
very progressive country, aren't we? All right, onwards. We are now going to go and hopefully check out the Maritime Museum.
Walking into the Shipwreck Museum, you can see how much care and thought they put into each exhibit. I was blown away with how there was a preserved ship inside this old building. This amazing low-cost activity is a must when visiting Freo.
Hey Mel, didn't it say on the thing that you can't wear a dress? You're going to have to get changed.
Love that movie magic. So the main event for today is something that we can't do if you have small children. So this is the one thing we're taking advantage of while we don't have our kids with us. We're going to do the tunnel tour here at Fremantle Prison because we heard it's amazing. We actually go under the prison in a boat and go underneath the prison.
Don't you look styling? So this is a proper adventure and they don't actually let us take any personal effects, including the camera. So we should have thought this through a little bit better, but we can't share it with you.
But we look cool.
But we'll see if we get out of here. Got to put these in the locker. Well, that was wicked.
That was pretty amazing, actually.
We should probably do a little bit more research about the tours that we do though, because we weren't allowed to take anything with us. We couldn't share that with you, but 10 out of 10 would recommend the jail tour.
Definitely adventurous.
It was very adventurous,
The
very
tunnel
awesome.
tour we did, which is absolutely brilliant. I would totally do it again.
All right, let's go home. How does it feel? Are you enjoying having no children?
Oh my god, it's bittersweet. It's really nice to have a break.
It's so peaceful, isn't it?
It's so quiet. Everything's so clean also.
Yeah, that's nice too. Alright, it's kind of getting dark outside and you agreed to help me make dinner, so can you help me make dinner? I am making us van nachos.
Yay, my favourite.
There you go.
Yum,
Your
yum,
favourite
yum. My
van
favourite van
nachos.
nachos. This never gets old.
I've got to say guys, Freo's been awesome. It's such a cool old historic town. What do you think?
It is. I was pleasantly surprised with how much there is to do here and the things you can see, and just the general city is beautiful.
The Maritime Museum was a pretty massive highlight, wasn't it? That was really
Or the
cool.
Shipwreck Museum.
Okay, we haven't been to the Maritime Museum,
Yeah.
right? But if that's a start, I don't know that we're going to get time to go to the next one. What else is there to say? Oh, guess what? We're going to watch a TV show
For adults.
with dinner, not an adult TV show, but a TV show for adults,
Yeah.
with dinner, without headphones.
Which is so exciting because there's no little children that can eavesdrop on it. So that's really
So we're pretty keen
cool.
for that. But we got a massive day tomorrow, guys. We're heading over to Rottnest Island. So TV show, dinner, bed for us. So we'll see you in the morning. Good night.
tomorrow. Well, good morning, guys. It's 6 o'clock. As you know, I'm not normally a morning person, but I did forget to shut the blind. So there was this stream of sunlight waking me up. So I'm going to go wake Brett up for a change. Hi, sweetie. Morning. Time to get up.
Since when do you get up before me?
Since I forgot to shut the blind and I got woken up by the sun.
Rottnest Island today. I don't know why we do this to ourselves. We don't have kids. We could have slept in. Instead, we're up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go out and adventure. We had to go to bed really early last night. We were all tired. I don't know why we do this.
That's better. Have a step. Well, we're off to Rottnest Island. I'm going to get a selfie with a quokka. We made it to Rottnest Island on the ferry. It costs us $210 for both of us to get here, including the bike car. I've never seen a bike like this
Here's our
before.
beautiful steeds to carry us around. I've got to say, I'm a bit disappointed. Mel's bike has a cup holder. Mine was broken, so we're going to see how long my Yeti's going to last on the back seat there. But it feels, it's crazy busy,
Very
crazy
touristy. We're not used to this kind of situation.
So we're going to get on this bike and see if we can get out of this busyness and find somewhere a little bit quieter. Let's go explore Rottnest. We have gotten on the bikes. How are you travelling, Dale?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
It's a very big bike. It's weird.
and we've formulated a little bit of a game plan. So as always, it's windy, it's West Australia, that's what we get. So we are hitting the side of the island that's going to cop the wind the worst first, and then for the afternoon we head over to the other side that might be sheltered. What have you done?
First quokka sighting. Obviously getting some water at the
Mama and a baby quokka, there you go.
first quokka of the day. It's only like 8:30. Quokka count already 2.
Keep both hands on the steering wheel, honey.
Quokka count 3. That'll do.
We're going to have our first attempt at our Quokka selfie. Switching over to GoPro mode. Quokka selfie. First little point of interest that we've made it to is a little place called Henrietta Beach, famous for shark wreck out there. It looks like quite a nice place to snorkel, but I think we're going to push a bit further on before we find somewhere to swim, right?
Yeah, a bit further.
And what's Quokka count at?
3.
Quokka count 3. We've reached our second point of interest for the day. This one is called Little Salmon Bay, and the reason that we came here was
Because it's the best snorkeling on the island, and they have a cool snorkel trail, so you just follow it around so you can see everything, which is good.
so we're going to kit up, jump in and go for a swim.
Well, it's not warm, it's a bit brisk with this wind.
Remember Mel, cold is just a state of mind.
So you say.
Just jump in. Oh, can't feel my feet.
Can't feel my fingers, certain parts of my body are very cold. So I'll get out.
Get dry, get warm, get on the bike.
Ready for the next point of interest.
Well, our next point of interest is the lighthouse. But where do you reckon they put the lighthouse on the island? Where do you think they put it, Mel?
Up a hill.
Up the highest hill.
Up the highest hill.
On the bright side, what goes up must come down.
Quokka number 4. It's behind the tree. White lighthouse. I've never seen one so clean before.
Yay, a lighthouse. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not so excited about the lighthouse, but more so the downhill ride after the lighthouse. And Mel, turn around. Gosh, you're styling with your helmet on. Like most things around the city, you can pay to climb up the stairs. I think we've done enough exercise. I don't really feel the need to pay to walk upstairs. How about you?
I don't want to see that view, honestly.
Not to mention you're petrified of heights.
Quokka number 5. Quokka number 6.
We have just done our first circuit. It took 10 kilometres. We've just taken the road through the middle of the island from the lighthouse past a pretty pink lake, and we made it back into town. What are we doing, honey?
We're going to go find some lunch because we didn't bring any.
What do you feel like?
Whatever's here.
You know what I would kill for? A big chicken palmy with some chips. And maybe even a lager.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're going to stop the count.
We're going to have to put the Quokka count on pause in town because they are everywhere through town. Could not find my chicken palmy and a beer, unfortunately, so I have had to settle for a quarter chicken and chips. A half a chicken and chips?
A chicken and chips.
Alright, it's a chicken and chips. What are you having, my dear?
I have a beef cheek pie. Sounds exciting.
You like to live life dangerously, do you?
Well, I'll give it a go. I can't believe how many quokkas are in this whole area. Probably counted about 20. So we're not going to continue counting our quokka count because we like to see them in the wild.
More natural.
And these are obviously only here because there is food dropped around the place. So, yeah.
I've got a little rodent friend. Hi. I'm not allowed to touch you, but you're allowed to touch me. Is that how this works? Is that how this works? All right. Now he's on my lap. Ah, now he's on the table. What do? Do you just take it off?
What do you do?
I'm defending my food against the quokkas. It's pretty unreal. Well, come to Rottnest Island, have lunch, and you'll get your own little interaction with a quokka. Alright, I managed to wrangle my lunch away from the fierce predatory animals here on Rottnest Island.
Oh, yeah.
The old quokkas can get quite aggressive. Which, I mean, to be honest, it's kind of sad because they're not supposed to be fed, and obviously
We
they
didn't
are
feed
fed.
them.
We didn't, but like clearly that behaviour is because they are getting fed. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it was also a really fun experience. So
Yeah, I'm very jealous you got
I'm not going to complain.
crawled on by a quokka.
Alright, so we explored the western side this morning. Now that we've had lunch, it's time to go and explore the eastern side of the island.
Lord help our butts.
Alright, so we had a look at these glamping tents, in inverted commas. $750 a night is what they want to charge to stay in them. Absolutely crazy, so that's why we're only doing a day trip.
Well guys, this is Little Parakeet Bay. I'll tell you what, I'm buggered, so this is as far as we're going.
Not a bad place to pull up stumps for the afternoon though. I've got to say, I think Rottnest Island has stolen all of the beautiful beaches in WA. There's little coves like this all around the island. We found heaps of them and they're all just as pretty as each other, but this one looks like a pretty good one for us to spend the rest of the afternoon at.
And that's me, I'm done. Well guys, we've just stopped at another beach on the way back. Brett's having a swim, but I get to spot quokka number 7 today, just chilling on the beach, which I've never seen before. How was that swim, love?
Nice. Few things to see. Lots of King George whiting down there. Makes me want to go for a fish. You get a nice little fresh shower at the end, which is good. Get the salt off me.
Oh, nice. Well, get dressed. We're going to get to the ferry.
Okay.
Well, we got spotting up here, quokka number 8. Side of the road. Maybe they're like wombats and they'll come out in the afternoon. He's got like a full carrot.
He's a happy camper.
He's a happy camper. He's stolen someone's carrot.
Oh, well, cheers, honey. Well, this is nice.
Being
Bit
in
of
a bar?
quiet adult time at a
Being in a
bar.
bar in the afternoon?
We survived our experience on Rottnest Island. We're sitting here with this beautiful outlook. Ferry's just over there, so we're going to make it back in time.
No one fell off their bike, namely me. Turns out I'm more coordinated on a bike, apparently.
But I tell you what, my butt hurts.
Yeah, I can't feel it at all. Well, you can't say we're not utilising our kid-free time. I'm so wrecked. I'm so glad we don't have to actually parent right now.
I don't want to see another bike for another year. I'm absolutely zonked.
My butt is so sore.
But I would have to say that I've been quite impressed with Perth. I mean, we've only really explored Freo, but it's so historical, a lot more historical than I expected. And
Yeah.
really enjoyable exploring around it. And we got to have our quokka experience, didn't we?
We did. That was really cool.
Maybe maybe I got a little bit more than I bargained for. But all in all, a great couple of days exploring Perth. All right, with that, I think we're going to wrap up this week's vlog, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and we'll see you on the next adventure.
Bye.
Bye.
The joys of city life, eh? What's this, the third time we've paid for parking today?
Yeah.
We're going to go broke at this rate, just paying for parking. Do I kick it off? What do we do here?
I'm not sure.
Oh, get off. If you feel like watching another video, YouTube thinks you'll really like this one. Click it. Click the thumbnail. The arrow is pointing at it. And thanks for watching.